Hi Gemini, welcome back to POSH. I'm going to be doing a reading. It's a lost loved one spread that I promised, so I'm going to be doing that. From Halloween through November 2nd is a very, very holy time, so it's an opportunity to connect with your lost loved ones. So that's why I'm doing this spread. So, namaste, and I hope things are going in your favor. And if they're not, I hope they change very, very soon to go in your favor, okay? So let's get to it. My energy is good, but I feel a little bit of sad, a little sad today, thinking about my parents that I lost. And, we all have people we lost. And oddly, people, they don't really think of this time of year, some people, as a way to connect, but this is when the veil is thinnest between below and above. So just putting that out there, all right? So I'm going to be using Everyday Witch Tarot, okay? That's this one by Deborah Blake. And we'll see what we clarify. So Gemini, I separated the court cards here, right? And I'm going to pull a card. Everything you need to know is in my description box below. My playlist categorized by month, so you could go to October. Well, actually, this is November, so yeah, you'll go to November and you'll look at all the other signs. Aries and Taurus were done in October, so you'll figure it out. I just want to say that I'm so grateful for all my subscribers, my likes, and my comments, and it really, really is just such a beautiful energy here. And my Gemini crew here who tunes into my channel, I really am so thankful, and I'm happy to provide you with messages that you need to hear. But if it's not your message, if a reading comes across, it's not for you, don't ever, ever, ever force it, okay? And I just want to say that I've lost loved ones as well, many, 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 and I get it, so that's why I'm doing this spread. All right, let's go. But I do thank you so much, and it means the world to me, my subscribers, my likes, and my shares. And without you, I wouldn't be able to post these videos. I wouldn't be able to go further with this channel. So I really appreciate you supporting my channel, and I wish you all the blessings in this entire world. I truly do. All right, let's go, Gemini. People got stuff to say, so I don't want to, take up the whole thing with my chit chat. I can chit chat, so. Knight of Wands is coming through. Ooh, that's double fire, 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 fire. Knights have underlying wand energy, so you have someone that crossed over that was a very fiery, passionate person. Obviously in this card, with the Everyday Witch Tarot, you cannot see their face. But I can tell you this person was very gung-ho and very also really strategic about expanding and protecting for the good of the kingdom. Like for the good of the family, really, It's almost like this person was so wise that when someone was blowing off steam or fire, like he's watching the dragon up there, and he's sort of like standing back and letting that dragon manifest what he wants and blow off steam. It's not steam, it's fire. But, and just this person was able to give everyone a chance to express themselves because they knew what it was like to be so fired up and so motivated and passionate about life. And when they saw that in other people, they really respected it. And I feel also that this person, this knight, also ignited that within you. This is, we can't see the face, but Knights are usually masculine energy, and he's really, really so nonchalant about things. I feel like this person, even if they were younger in their younger years, it's like, all hell could break loose and they'd stay calm, and they would just do what they need to do and get everybody like in a safe spot. And the reason I say this is because the kitty cat on the back of this broom that he has is sleeping. So that's very interesting to me. I mean, it takes really a certain type of person to be able to handle that, a certain type of person to really be able to navigate life that way. A lot of passion, and really was in touch with people's inherent talents, people's inherent qualities, but was always, always manifesting, because you could see that wand at their side, given a chance for the dragon to do what he needs to do, but, he wasn't going to slay the dragon. He was just like, all right, dude, blow off your, this person would always give someone a chance to speak. They would not overwhelm. They would not feel like, oh my God, I got to interrupt. They don't feel like that. This person was wiser beyond their years. I also feel that possibly this person could have been a lawyer, was studying to be a lawyer or a paralegal, or something where they really, really needed to be able to navigate giving someone else their turn to speak and their turn to really assert themselves, and this person was not challenged by other people doing that because they were very secure in themselves, even if it was a younger male. But this is a Knight of Wands, so I feel this could be anyone from, like, I don't know, if they were young, maybe 25 to 45, 25 to 40. Just really a great person, really, really logical person. Even though they have that wand energy, they carry themselves good. And it's double wands because a knight has wand energy underlying. So it's very phallic, in and out energy. But for some reason in this version with the Everyday Witch Tarot, I see this person depicted as very, very strategic, but not negatively, not in a negative way, in a glorious way. I'm a Sag, I'm fire, 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 so fire sign. So I feel, Gemini, that you have someone lighting the fire under your booty to move. Let's see what they say. Right away I got the name Tom. I have no idea what that means, but I'm just going to say Tom. Let's see what that means, anything to you. Right now, I want to put out there that we are in the waning crescent moon in Virgo. So Virgo is the sign of mutable earth. Virgo is famed for its intelligence, analytical mind, attention to detail, and tendency to be a perfectionist. But with the waning crescent, that might be a little bit difficult for Virgo, who's a perfectionist. I have Virgo rising. I get it. Waning crescent is surrender and let the universe take over, rest and recover, set new intentions, prepare for the future, and align yourself with calm, Zen. Zen moment, right? So who's reaching out is the person that I told you, that Knight of Wands. And I definitely feel this person is motivated times motivated, but in this reading, I feel a quality that is very directed. It's not like fire energy that's like all over. It's a very directed, strategic energy with this person, with this Knight of Wands. So why are they reaching out? Why? Why? They want you to have patience and balance between good and evil. We have cupcakes, martini on one side, and the computer, social media, blah, blah, blah. And then we have carrots, water, and a scrapbook or a photo book. And the eye is closed on the part where the carrots are, and your eyes open on the cupcakes, martini, and social media. This is a Sag energy. I'm a Sag sun sign, and I'm also Sag Venus. So I would say it's balance, looking for balance, patience. It's not easy, you know, but they're reaching out because they want you to balance. I feel like they want you to balance your passions in life. They want you to do it in the way that they exhibited, that they did when they were here. I definitely am feeling car accident. Something with the seatbelt. With this Knight of Wands that crossed over who's coming through. I got Tom, and now I have Joseph. So I don't know if it's Thomas, Joseph, Joseph, Thomas. I usually get names. I don't get initials. I get names. What messages or advice do they have is the Moon card, Pisces energy. And it's sort of like flying by the light of the moon. And when you're looking at your reflection, you're seeing yourself bigger than you really are in real life, which could be a challenge, but also could be a helping hand, because it could give you the courage to embolden yourself to come out the seams, like break out of the restrictions. That's what I'm getting. Restrictions you put on your mind. There is a clear path away from any fears. How you deal with fears is raise your vibration and make yourself larger than life. That's what I'm getting. We have Empress here. Empress is how you will you implement their advice? Sorry, will you implement their advice? I have Empress energy. So yeah, I feel you will. I feel like you're birthing something anew. Empress energy, and your eyes are like on the prize, and you're protecting yourself, but you have that scepter here, right? So it's like I feel with this Empress, you've been waiting a long time to step into the energy you need to step into, Gemini, to bring to fruition what you need to. I feel you've been waiting a long time. I mean, you have two opposing sides here. Kitty, cat, and dog. Dogs and cats, you know, they fight, you know. But they look very peaceful around you. And I feel you're a bit dazed by the things that have happened in your life. And as an Empress, they might have thrown you off your rocker a little bit. That's what I'm getting intuitively. And I feel that for most of you, there is a pregnancy coming. I don't know. I think you're a mother-in-law expecting a pregnancy from a daughter-in-law. That's what I'm getting with this for most of you. I also feel for some of you that you're a grandmother who maybe raised your granddaughter, and it was against all odds that they would have a child, and by the grace of God, they are. It's very specific, and I'm going to put out there what I got, because this time of year, I really, really have to listen to those messages and put them out there. How will you implement their advice? Six of Wands. Being gracious. Allowing yourself recognition and reward, and knowing that you're worthy, most of all, Gemini. That's how you're going to do it. And not forgetting to pay homage to those who lifted you up and put you in the position that you are and gave you the confidence to be in that Six of Wands energy. So you're handing off that rose, right? And you have a support system. And these three people, the child, this woman, and the older woman, it's like almost like 3 generations there. And maybe that's a sister, or I'm not sure, only you know. But I feel like out of everyone around you, these 3 people are your main support system, and those are the ones that are helping you implement. You're going to implement this advice of forging ahead as the Empress by allowing yourself to gain that recognition and reward, but also paying back to those who rose you up. Wow. 10 of Pentacles has made its presence known a lot lately. And Gemini, you've come full circle. The overall energy for this reading is 10 of Pentacles, because there is not just one generation evolved here. With your ancestors that have crossed over, and this reading here for your lost loved one reading, which our loved ones are never really lost, you have a message that it's time to like tie together and weave together that like crocheted blanket of that, creating that end of the road solace, that end of the road. Whew. It's like that home that always has like the fire burning and something is always on the stove, and you know, in a world where we live, let's order Chinese and pizza. You know, you're the one who's got like some chicken matzo ball soup on the stove, or just cooking. Even if you don't cook every day, but just cooking a meal for you, from your family, for your family, or vice versa. You're just like really weaving together. I think like this week, a lot of you might be like looking up old recipes from like a grandmother, grandfather, like an old recipes, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, you know, it's autumn, it's, you know, time to get in touch with my heritage, and a lot of you may be doing family research, but also I feel like it's like they used to cook in the fireplace, right? They would have a pot and they would cook in the fireplace. And I'm getting that same feeling, like people would wait all day for that meal. And I feel that this week, these few days, that is what you're doing. You're providing for your family that reminder of your heritage. And I feel it's because whoever is stepping in here in remembrance with this Knight of Wands is really directing that. So you have Knight of Wands here, again, coming through, the person coming through, and then why they're reaching out is so you have balance. And I do feel you need balance in this area. I feel like you've won it alone for a long time. Now it's time to come full circle. And the advice they have for you, again, was the Moon card. I think you do have some fears to face. I think that you shrink down around others for some reason. We all have different situations, but I feel this card's telling you by this reflection that you don't need to shrink down. You need to be your true self, larger than life. Will you implement their advice? You look a little bit wondrous in this picture, but I feel you will implement their advice. I feel, you're holding your stomach, you got the dog, the cat, the tree grove behind you, you have your scepter, but I feel like you're a little bit lost, And I feel that how you'll implement their advice is by paying homage to them, to those that have lifted you up. So I do feel you will implement their advice, but I feel it might take you a little bit to navigate how to do that. So I'm going to pick another card. I'm going to pick a card from the Everyday Tarot. I love this deck, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and any other aspect of Gemini that is in your natal chart. You could have Mercury in Gemini, you could have Jupiter in Gemini, you could have Sun sign in Gemini, Moon sign. Like, there's so much. So I always say whatever aspect of your natal chart or your North Node, which is your present life, is in Gemini, then this is for you. And I keep getting Clara. Clara, Clara, Clara. Or I think it is Cuban when you say e claro, e claro, e claro, e claro. So it's either a name Clara or it's clear. It's clear. This is making it clear for you. Or this person who's passed is saying it's clear. I feel for some of you this could be an uncle. And I feel this uncle was a very good dancer, if it is an uncle. We have death and rebirth here. Scorpio energy. You're transforming with this. This is really a transformative time, and it's like change of seasons. And I do feel we change like the seasons change. And I always welcome this time of year because I feel like I myself, as a Sag, go through a big process with this. And you have Knight of Cups. So really, you have a transformation, and you have the Knight of Cups. So it's like an apology, forgiveness, or just an offer of love is coming towards you. And you need to accept it if you want to. And Page of Wands is telling you, maybe you were not initially as a Gemini, you're an air sign. Gemini is air, the Lovers is your card, you're a mutable sign, changing and adaptable. But this Knight of Wands, maybe we're not that bold. But you could start with this Page of Wands after having your death and rebirth with Scorpio energy with the Knight of Cups here, an offer of love. Knight of Cups could also be an apology. I'm not really seeing it here like that. I feel like it's just expanding and protecting the love in your life. And that it's not necessarily intimate love, it's just love in general. Love of the universe, love of looking at a flower, love it, just having love and incorporating love in your life again. And I feel that that is igniting a passion, and you're learning all over again. It's like you're going back to square one, but not in a bad way. Page of Wands. New initiative, new growth, new passions in your life. I'm going to call a card from Alice in Wonderland's. Alice the Wonderland's Oracle. It's by Lucy Cavendish. I tell you, the energy feels very, very strong today. And I didn't sleep good last night. I thought I did, but I was dreaming, and the past few nights have been very, just a little bit restless for me, What? Okay. 11. Changed in the night. I just said the last few nights have been restless for me. Maybe for you too, Gemini. Changed in the night. Sudden, unexpected change, a shock, unexpected news, adjusting to a new situation, finding out more about who you are, inexperience and uncertainty, an identity crisis due to changed circumstances. Okay. Sometimes we change slowly, a little change here, a small adjustment there, tiny shifts day by day, and over time we grow into a very different version of ourselves. But at other times we feel like we have changed in the night. Our day might suddenly, without any warning at all, be very queer indeed. For Alice, and perhaps for you, when you receive this card, there is a sense that so much, very much has changed in an instant. That the world has quite suddenly been turned upside down or right side up. And we have not had a moment to grow used to this new reality. The way we now are, or the rules of the world we find ourselves inhabiting. When a time like this comes, we can be in shock, a little numb, and have trouble finding our way back to the center of ourselves. If you feel you may have been changed in the night, that your life has changed quite dramatically, quite suddenly, then take a moment, remember your values, your feelings, yourself, look about you, steady yourself and breathe in deep. You've been rocked, and your sense of self and of reality is going to take a little time to resettle. Continue to connect with your core self, be good to you, and take it easy, but steadily. Remember, you are finding out who you truly are. Until this moment, you only knew who you could be when faced with certain predictable circumstances. Now that so much has changed, you will find out so much more about yourself, and in time, this will enrich you so very much. Wow. I think that I love when I pull those cards because they're so incredibly significant. And I'm going to pull one more for you before I close the reading, because Gemini, I feel that you do need it. I feel this was a little bit of, it was a little difficult of a spread. And I feel like the person that's coming through led you on a path and led you to reveal some things that may have been uncomfortable for you. I feel that you may have been a little bit scattered with this. So, this is Joan Helen Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, and I love this deck. Gemini. Not surprising. Authority. This is Emperor energy. This is you being the boss of your life, taking charge and rebuilding your empire. And really not, when you make those changes within yourself, you need to be confident and not let others sway you. So when someone is coming to give you a message that has crossed over, they're assisting you on your journey, but they can't force you to make any decision either way. But you're the one who needs to find those signs that are coming through and heed the message. Whether you heed it or not, we have free will. It's up to you. But this is your opportunity to rebalance that foundation, home life, structure, and just really be the boss of your life again. And I feel that you lost a little bit of control and you didn't really feel like the boss of your life. So namaste. I pray you find your way. And remember, the emperor, authority, you being the boss, you rule all the kingdoms of your life, right? And those kingdoms, They are the wands, the swords, the cups, and the pentacles, the coins, right? So, namaste. I pray you find your way, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye, Gemini.